I'm inside and I saw Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Season 2, Episode 3, Scooby's Night with a Frozen Fright. It is produced by Hanna-Barbera, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. By the way, I'm in a hotel room. It's pretty early, as you could probably tell, so I'm going to be a little bit quieter in this review, just to let you know. This episode starts with the Scooby-Doo gang, and they're on a fishing trip, and I'm like, I didn't know they would ever go fishing ever. But you know, I like it. It's definitely something different. I haven't seen this done in any other Scooby-Doo episodes where they've gone explicitly fishing. They've done like camping and such. But also, I like how Scooby and Shaggy catch this guy in ice. Man, I'm starting to notice a trend with like Scooby-Doo episodes that all the things that happen because Scooby and Shaggy are like, oh, well, we're just gonna exist. And then like they stumble into something, and then we have Fred, Shaggy, and Velma and Daphne rather. They're just, oh wow, I can't believe it. We have a puzzle piece to fit together. We got a mystery on our hands. And so the mystery in this case is this man frozen in ice. He's in ice, he's just chilling. Get it? Cause he's an ice. Ba-dum-ching. I would want to put him back into the freezer. I'd want to keep him frozen. I don't know, he could be like needing cryogenic sleep. For whatever reason. Maybe he signed up for a program. He's like, oh, well, I want to be frozen in a block of ice. I don't know the guy. So of course I'm not going to like disrupt his sleep or anything. I don't want to be the cause of that. So I would put him back in the freezer. It's the Scooby-Doo gang. They're just like, oh, well, we got to solve this mystery of what's going on here. Who is this guy? And then, wow, he melts. Man, they should have put him in the freezer. They didn't even stop to consider they should do something with him, and now he's out and about and he's terrorizing. This guy is literally just stomping his feet. And I'm like, yo, why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know that we're all human too? We don't deserve to be in a loud environment. Well, personally, I am not a big fan of loud environments, unless, you know, it's intentionally supposed to be loud. Like, I want to expect things. This guy just being loud and causing a scene and rampaging and disrupting people, I'm not a big fan of it. So I agree that Scooby-Doo gang's like, well, we gotta solve this mystery, and I agree with that decision. I really like the investigation process. The investigation process goes as such. Scooby and Shaggy are like, I want food. So they go to this place on this guy's property, and they stumble into something, and then Shaggy and Scooby are like, oh wow, we're scared because we found this monster. It's usually a monster, or if it's like a clue, then like the rest of the gang is like called over, like, yo, check this out. And then they check it out. And they're like, okay, we gotta go to this other place. And then Shaggy and Scooby's like, whoa, I don't want to, he's scared. And if it takes Scooby-Doo to do something, he can only be bribed with Scooby snacks. If you won't initially do something, of course. It's just something that I've noticed within all the Scooby-Doo episodes. I really like this pattern. I like observing patterns. There's a professor, he's like professing, yo, what's up with this caveman? What's up with the caveman? Spoiler alert, he's the caveman. The professor's the caveman. And this reveal, I noticed it because these other Scooby-Doo episodes, I always forget who is the reveal. Because honestly, I enjoy the journey along the way. And I like seeing like what happens at the end, and then I forget the end, which is definitely a bad practice. But hey, I like this guy. I remembered him because you want to bring the guy alive. This could be like for scams, I guess. You wanted to. I saw the ice machine. Like, there's a bunch of ice cubes, and like it could just make ice. And I'm like, okay, so if you just put a bunch of What if you stole a bunch of like museum fossils from like around the country and then kind of did a little swippity swap? How about like if, let's say you got something from Seattle. Why is there hair in my mouth? You say you got something from Seattle and then like you have this ice cube from like Florida ice water, but you put the object from Seattle within the Florida ice water, so you like plant it and then you like, oh wow, I can't believe it. There's a guy just floating in the ice. He's a caveman. Hey, other museum from Florida, check this out. Check out this ice block. But you can sell that floating block of ice. So it seems like a money-making scam. The fact that he's not doing that, he's instead wanting to cosplay. I don't like this guy's reasoning. Whatever, Scooby-Doo gang figured it out. They did it. This guy is so weird. Anyway, what do you think of this episode? I like as I like study it more and more. Upon like just like surface level watching, it's entertaining. Like it's entertaining for anyone who's not like paying attention to it. But there's also like a actual mystery. There's a mystery needing to be solved, and within this mystery, there's like it's beat to beat to beat. It's very fast paced, and then like all the running is like, oh, they have to run away from the guy, and you know that's fun and entertaining. But it's also useful to have that there. Also, the colors are vibrant. The animation is definitely increasing in quality from the first season, and with each episode of the second season, I could just notice it. It's like kind of like similar, but like there's like things tweaked between each episode that I can tell. It's like, okay, it's definitely a little bit better than the first few episodes of the first season. Oh boy. Anyway, what's your favorite episode of Scooby-Doo? Where are you? Leave it in the comments. What do you think of this episode and all the fun jazz about anything about Scooby-Doo? Just let me know in the comments. I gotta give this episode a solid... It is definitely a 6.6 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20 deals at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree. Find a way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad. So I'll see you later, my sour croutons and big bits.